Station, Texas, today at the home of the 12th man as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The give from the gun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year.
Turning it on! The tap! Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
To the air, it's Ramsey. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the left. Hits it with a stiff arm. He's piled up 76 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. And the Aggies are flying down the field. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air, looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play. Now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a huge play. And they won't make the connection, going for the big...
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. It's a draw. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
The Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Ramsey. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Hauls it in. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got him in. It's Landry. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Across the 15. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered. Squad, because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll line up to go for 2.
22 water. 22 water.
And he drops it, just took his eye off. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the handoff. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return, and he'll be... The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on second and short. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
Give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for a deep man. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown has ensued.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. They want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming in on the outside.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's trailing on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal. They are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Williams. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on third down. Fires left. He makes a catch. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here. The quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Finds his tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Going over the top. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Landry. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long,
There he goes! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Schneider. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Here's the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Number 9. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the ground game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch at the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for him.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Off the play fake. And the misconnection on third down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Ramsey. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Motion from the wide out. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He wants to throw it again. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Dumps it to the back. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Schneider. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open, headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 6 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the filthy move, he's got room. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Just a short pass to the tight end. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They're testing the right side here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no boss, get it together.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
There he goes! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
A big question question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll try the run. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the football.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Nice move to keep running.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hand off from the shotgun.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this.
Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little.
Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. They'll go to the air. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal.
And that's a sneaky big two-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot at a return. It's out at the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Looking left. It's complete. Turning it on. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game, 28-21. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On third down, he drops the throw. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
221 wing.
With the run on first and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're
going for it all. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. The big man has it. It's a first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They just keep firing. Looking to take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time, breaking on the ball?
Makes the grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with a now.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs into a wall, they'll give him one out to the 8. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Pulls it in. It's Landry. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6. Show up for midnight yell, and they are playing like they practiced.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Motion from the back. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. You'd think they would have had a good... So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up.
All out of space. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Ramsey. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the 2nd quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's got it inside the 35. One snap coming before they head to the locker room.
That's good for a Fighting Texas.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a...
At the 30, and Texas A&M.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Let's go! Let's go! Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Ramsey. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's good.
And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Here comes the option. The pitch. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Tight end now in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ramsey. Makes the grab. There he goes. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got room to work. Wide open spaces. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They pushed the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Okay, so comes the offense returning to the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And and the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the...
He's got it. First down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely...
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Going deep. Makes it around to the 25, and there's room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Ramsey. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Buys a little time. Going for it all. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage.
Breaks into the open on the left. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the... No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride at the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Back to pass, it's Ramsey. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Second down, he'll throw it. He spits it out to the back. This time he's got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quarterback moving. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
The throw, looking to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback really...
This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. It's complete to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Now on second down. Off the RPO, complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Sneaks it into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the tailback. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Ramsey. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense changing the play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Landry. And they're able to make the tackle.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quickly complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to run it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had...
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything with it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He's trying to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly
with yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Breaks into the open. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down?
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for a physical attack in the gun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Going for 6. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Runs through a tackle. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gets it out fast. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. They stop him short of the mark. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The inside handoff. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Ramsey. The sure hands, it's Landry. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And it'll be down right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Ramsey. It's complete to the right. Ramsey, oh my goodness, he's still moving. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. He's got him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. on 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able...
Touchdown, Aggies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on 3rd down. The play-action fake. Fires to the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. He has 89 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Off play action on first down. Finds a man on the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They take the lead with the 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the... Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Red pass, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. The Vols have moved it inside the 20. Back to throw, it's John. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Right on the money. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Not able to get it in, but there's not much downside in trying to punch it in on 4th down.
Now, I agree. This close to the goal line, 4th down, 4th quarter. This is a big moment right here. You be a...
Touchdown, Volunteer! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the... And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Ramsey. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. A&M comes back out with another first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going to try to get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback to run the RPO, stick it in the belly to run it back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Got a man. It's Landry. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Right back to him on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Station, Texas, Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese. He leaves it with his back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. The tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So UCLA's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Now the play fail. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll give it to him again. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw. It's Ramsey. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, they could have... The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try.
Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that...
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't. adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give from the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got the back in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. And he makes the catch at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Find space on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
One of the things that makes this defense so hard to move the football against is their defensive line. That time, 4 guys on the field, and they're able to win. You saw that guy penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage. He gets the TFL. Big reason why they're winning today is the play of these guys up front.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's the handoff. And they're able to get him down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer?
Touchdown, Aggies! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Tries to sliver forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Here's the give off the left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Landry. Stop just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line, I get it. But I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Leaves it with the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.